Personal brand in estate and letting agency. Today I'm joined by Ben Moser, who is an estate and letting agent from the beautiful South London. Ben, talk to me about personal brand.
Personal branding.
It's an awful phrase, isn't it?
I know it feels weird saying it, right? But I think that's the problem. Why should it? Why should you not completely and totally believe in yourself? There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm of the opinion that people are going to come about an impression of you, so you might as well portray a good one for them to make a judgment on you.
Exactly. Be you in however that comes across.
It's interesting. I was having a chat with someone very well known in the industry today who's been on the sofa. And I said, you really do need to up your game on your personal brand. And they said to me, how or what should I be saying? But before I give you my thoughts, what do you think people watching this, which is basically going to be estate and letting agents, what should they do to improve their personal brand? Oh, sorry, I have to do that.
It's good. That feels like that's an industry thing too, so that's fine. Yes. What should they do? Condense. Find the points that best represent you, whether you are a negotiator. If you think what you are good at as a negotiator is, getting the best price for your clients. If you think it is getting a sale over the line quickest, whatever your USP is, make that the messaging that you get out to people.
That's bragging, isn't it?
What's wrong with bragging when it is accurate?
It could be accurate, but how do you put it across so it doesn't come across as bragging?
You don't make it brash. You can have your message come across with statistics and graphics and lovely video content. You don't have to have an explosion sign behind you saying, I do this better. You can just show people you do it.
What about pie charts? Could you put a pie chart and show you how many houses you sell?
You definitely could do that.
Could do that.
You
couldn't
could.
You
I'm
could.
sure some people do that, don't they?
I'm sure they do.
I wonder who. Could you tell me who?
Plenty of agents do that.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Pie charts is one. There are any number of fantastic graphics, pie charts, bar charts, whatever you feel is going to get your message to people in a way that doesn't make them turn off. And and it's a trial and error.
And how do you do that without them turning them off?
Well, if someone comes back to you and doesn't like what you've done, if enough people say it, then try something new.
But then most people won't ring you up saying, what the hell are you waving your willy around by showing us that you're the biggest estate agent in the town with 5% market share and the next one is 4.5%?
But you have such a good pie chart for it, though. I think...
Do you really think, Ben, a bloody pie chart? Okay, if you're like Michelle Gallagher and you've got a third of the market and the nearest one, then Michelle, fill your boots bag because that is impressive. But when you're 5% and numbers 2, 3, 4, 5 are like 4.9, 4.8, what are you doing? You're being selfish, and you're not.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that the thing that matters most is the thing that's going to get you to get that business. So if it is that, own it and make it. Does it?
Does it get you business when you're waving your willy around?
I'm not sure it would get...
No, but if you're pushing out look at me, I'm the biggest estate agent, I'm brilliant.
But if you say it that way, probably not. If you say it in a way that differentiates you from your competitors and you use that...
Yeah, but if no one else is doing pie charts, still doesn't make pie charts any good.
But if you are using it in the right way, it does.
And how would you use it?
I would use it to say, this is what we've done, and you follow it up. So if your pie chart's showing you, I've got a 4% market share, let's say you've also got a very high percentage of sale completions and follow it up. I have 2 bits of information that are very useful and relevant to you. Use your stats, make it look nice, keep it short, and show people why you're the best.
Really?
Well, what would you do then?
The original question was personal branding, wasn't it?
Yes.
And personal branding, I hate that phrase.
You've said it a lot of times, though.
Yes, because it's what everyone knows. But the best way I can describe it is it's the outcome of personal branding is reputation. They are not the same. One is just the outcome of it.
Yeah.
What people think and say about you when you're not in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Reputation. There are people out there who think personal branding is all about getting themselves out there. I'm of the opinion that the message is more important than the messenger. And the message has to land with the person who wants to, who read or watch whatever you're chucking out on social. So therefore, the best way I can describe it, Ben, is what you're producing helpful to the recipient? Does it make them laugh? Does it make them cry? Does it help them improve their business? Is it educational? Is it entertaining? Or a combination of all of that? Is it useful? And if you can go out there, but you're just delivering, you just happen to be delivering that message. Now, I'm quite famous in the industry for not liking pie charts, aren't I?
Maybe, potentially.
I think pie charts should be definitely used on the sofa when you need to get someone over the line. I don't think it's going to help you get into the house on a free val though. But what I would be using is the power of story, and being helpful to people where people, like, so if you're in Herne Hill, I'd be talking about the Herne Hill property market because every Herne Hill homeowner is obsessed about the Herne Hill property market.
Very much so.
So why don't you talk about that and then post it not on your company page, but post it directly, not directly into Herne Hill Facebook groups? Because
That's a great idea.
Because 100% of who's the only people that join Herne Hill Facebook groups? People from
Herne Hill.
And where does 100% of Herne Hill homeowners live?
Herne Hill.
So you know where the eyeballs are. Now, okay, you said to me about pie charts, which again, no passion of mine, is why don't you say that more people trusted us to sell their home in the last 12 months, and let us show you the reasons why, as opposed to lopping out the pie chart saying, look at that.
Or the pie chart could be about reviews.
Could be. But make it about the person, not about yourself.
Yeah.
Make it about the message, not the messenger, and be helpful. That's just my opinion. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that's a very sensible way to approach. I think you can combine everything together and get your message across in the right channels to the right people in the right way.
In the right order.
That's very important. I think you've absolutely hit the nail on the head with that.
You've got to remember that 19 out of 20 human decisions, the emotional side of the brain has to say yes first.
And there's probably nothing more emotional to people than potentially doing something with their home.
And if you can help them and guide them and support them, then you can use the logic of your pie chart to get them to actually say, yeah, do it. But there you go. Yeah. We could talk about this forever, but we don't want to bore the ladies and gentlemen at home. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.